Hey, everybody, we're here.
That's a nice.
Fit hit the shan is pretty much what this entire episode is going to be about. Like, everything happened. And still nothing happened. It's so weird. Okay, yeah, I don't even know how to properly start this. This is feels like a volume 3 episode, like the middle ones before thing was completely making me want to pound my head up against a wall and OD.
Don't do that.
Non-cosplay summer, go ahead.
Yeah, Raven's gonna make this confusing.
Yes, it can be confusing at all. Go ahead.
Okay. So highlights, obviously, the Ironwood and Watts fight, because I was waiting for that to happen. And of course, my biggest hype is finally seeing the rematch between Crow.
Come on. Work with
I
me.
was waiting for you to get the picture.
I am. Work with me here. Man, StreamYard does not like loading other apps that have like a window within it. Woo, boy, there we go.
There it is. I've been so excited for this, and it was worth it.
Oh, it was good.
It's my man.
My main appeal, and it's definitely something Ty was going to talk about. I just like how they showed the different ways of Crow utilizing what he can do with his weapon and just his fighting style.
It was insane.
Which I think, yeah. Back in the last volume on the train fight, I really liked how they intergrained him using his ability to transform into a crow. Basically the same thing here. I just love them showing how advanced his skills are compared to everybody else he's working with.
Yep.
Since he's mainly working with a bunch of kids.
Yeah, pretty much.
But those are definitely my highlights.
Yes. Cosplayed Summer.
Well, as you could probably tell, because I told myself if Summer were to appear again, I would cosplay her on stream. And she has. That's my highlight. It's just, also it's very depressing from the first time you saw this clip back last volume. It was very bright and
something more about this later.
There's someone's theory that if it's true, good.
I was going to say, Ty's probably seen what I'm probably going to bring up.
I probably did. We'll get these out of the way.
And yes, finally, I can stop listening to people talk about wanting the fight between Tyrion and Crow.
I had a whole separate conversation, so you wouldn't have to listen to me. So,
our favorite, of course.
My favorite YouTube name.
He is back. Anyways, keep going.
So yeah, that fight, straight up the Watts and Ironwood fight, that was freaking awesome. Especially how God, my arm hurts still looking at that. Yeah, it's like watching a zombie movie happen. But yeah, like that, and then just the moment that Ruby is just like, oh no, I'm just gonna tell everyone what the fuck is happening. Sorry, what the fridge is happening.
I gotta do edits.
Sorry, I tried.
Gosh, I just love that moment with Ironwood.
I
know I know a lot of us hate him right now. But gosh, I love Ironwood.
Yes, we know you love Iron Daddy.
It was
not even in that sense. He's just another of my favorite characters.
Yes, but yes, I'm good.
You look good with a beard, though.
Hold on 1 second.
He does look much cuter with a beard. Beards make guys better.
It's just funny because it's like, did Watts really think he wasn't going to injure himself to stop him?
I did think that it was cool, though, also that the fact that a technological mind like his had a gun that had limited ammo, but the fact that he was smart enough to count the ammo that was in said weapon.
Yeah, I like that little detail of him quietly counting out his bullets as he's trying to get away.
Yeah.
Yes.
But for me, I watched that scene several times, and I kept counting, and I'm like, I feel like I'm missing a bullet somewhere, because I always come down to one right as he has it, against Ironwood's head. It's like, I feel like there's one more bullet, but I don't know where it is.
Which freaking did I not upload that picture?
Sounds about right.
Picture.
I had a GIF in here. Oh, maybe it's this. No, it's not. Nope. But that will bring the point across.
I forgot.
I
that
had
moment.
the biggest moment of I just wanted Tyrion to start doing the Joker clap from The Dark Knight Rises.
Yes.
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 That whole
Yes.
moment when everything's falling apart, he's just like, ooh, drama.
Yeah, and
Ooh, I knew this was happening.
that was just the biggest moment where he's like, and then I've never seen a more adorable, disturbing moment in this entire series until that face.
Ah, she's smiling. It's creepy.
And they took the freaking seer, like busted it, and then had a smoke show. Like that's literally them bragging. Like I know that we could just have her talk through the globe, but she wanted to make this one special because she figured this briefcase would make it in your office somehow. End of episode.
Not the farm boy.
We need to find Oscar. Put him on the back of milk cartons, quick.
Oh,
that is the milk carton. I found it on a milk carton this morning.
There's so many implications to that. It's just that terrifies me. And yeah, it's terrifying.
Also, I have some ideas relating to that, so we'll get.
Oh, I hear it. Okay, now maybe Facebook is gonna load for me here.
Or you're asking too much.
You still not like GIFs. You still don't like GIFs. Gosh. All right, so I'll just show that then.
Hold on.
Oh, such sweet sisters. My children are beautiful.
Everyone wanted this moment where Ruby finally breaks down, but I didn't expect it to be after, for those who have seen Dawn of Justice, the Martha moment, but in my opinion, done better.
She's trying
Just
so
ignore
hard.
me for a minute.
Where are we
well,
going?
Because I'm trying to mess with my brightness and all that, and it's not.
Well, turn off your light.
Yeah, we can
I meant
see
the brightness on my phone. I don't know how good that is.
It's coming through. It got on there. But that and the last thing I need to show in pictures anyway before we're gone is he's generally not okay with this.
No, I so agree with that.
But it's like the dog instinct. He's got to be loyal to the master.
Yeah, but
so he's
considering
being
what
loyal to Ironwood.
story he is,
I will.
Maybe that's what they're gonna go with it.
We'll see. Because even when he's standing in the line, when he goes in front of them, his expression didn't change at all. Like, at all.
No.
And he's been the one where it was always like, don't bring Marrow. Marrow's the one who's not exactly doing what he's supposed to do at all times. He was the one that was actually like having coffee with John. Like the one of any of them that felt like he had a friend in that situation, because I don't think he gets even in a, what I want to say, business sense along with the Aesops is Marrow. He's the one out of that group that just, I don't think fits. At least fits in, I should say. And yeah, we're gonna get into some theories about some other things when we so Ironwood is nuts. And they did really well animation wise showing expressions with just how busted he is. Like just that moment going in his office where they tell him they captured Tyrion, you see the I just won the lottery smile about to come across his face, and 2 seconds later it's just done.
Yes. That was such a good drop.
And like seeing him up against the wall, like having a panic attack because Salem's in there. This dude is messed up. And like even have his little like Superman curl here flopping around while he's like he's just not okay in the slightest. And I don't know what we need to talk about more in other than what happened, other than I wish we had the Vital Festival again. Because now we have the ability to do that horse crap that they were doing. So I wish we could somehow get Volume 3 over again. But at that level. That's not
so good. Someone did point this out that I think it's a good time to bring it up at this point. That because you keep talking about Volume 3. This is the second time John's had a phone call from a friend who's in danger while there's someone off trying to get maiden powers.
Yep.
Ooh.
And that's way
Yes.
too many coincidences for this child.
And James is always involved.
Yeah, there you go. It is
yeah.
true.
Yeah, it's almost like he's the reason that he's the bad. He has worse bad luck than Crow
Crow.
does.
He just keeps causing maidens to die.
He does. And if we have to go, can we go back to the "you had one job" look that came across Yang's face when she found out that Cinder was alive?
Yes. Like, Mom!
Sorry, my bad.
It's like, oh, that was great. And then the fact that they also had Ruby be smart enough to point out that that's glass and it's black glass, that it's Cinder. And it's
it
just
could be any piece from a Tetris set in one, or excuse me, chess set. And yeah, it could be any piece, but no one would care.
Well, I mean, she's seen the glass before from Cinder during that whole dance thing.
She saw it at not that she knew it was her, but she saw it in her first episode too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with the bracelet.
Well, she saw it then, but the episode with the dance, because she left, remember, and she happened to see someone going into the tower and all that. Mm-hmm. And she mentioned that they used glass.
Yeah. But I feel like we're gonna spend half our time talking about fan theories of people.
To be fair, there's a lot to talk about.
There is. And I think the first one that we should talk about is, man, I really, for the sake of my heart, hope this isn't true, is that there's a theory going around that Ruby saw Summer die, but she has repressed that memory so much that what she has left is the happy version you saw in Volume 6. Mm-hmm. And then it's slowly chipping away to what you saw in Volume 7. And then it's going to chip one layer further back to what actually happened.
I really like this theory because it just fits so well with what happened in that scene, because it was like this weird realization hitting her out of nowhere. And the fact that it was affecting her eyes, which we know is attached to her emotions and all that, and personal attachments. And it's the exact same scene, just the tone is completely different.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a storm and everything, and it's just because they are going out of their way to never show the other perspective of that scene.
Yeah.
There's also a thing that's coming around. I've seen some people were saying it's like this confirmation, like this is kind of confirmation that Salem's like, yeah, your mom's dead. I might have done it. But we don't exactly know because of what Crow said earlier in the season during the graduation party.
Yeah, and she went out of her way to also say, because in my opinion, in this moment right here, your mom thought she could stop me too, and she died trying would have sounded a lot more intimidating. But she just said, and she was wrong. We also, before we forget, never had Ironwood say that he killed Watts.
Yeah.
True. Could have been
I really hope he's not dead. I really like him.
I know. I am too. All right, hold on. Before I forget comments here.
Yeah. That was another thing I saw talked about.
That's a good point. Hold on here. Go on, full robotic martial law.
Yeah, I think that really does kind of fit what's going on though with him.
Yeah. And then it's just a possible eruption. It's just another full theory altogether. She did have a full-on eruption that she couldn't control when she saw Pyrrha die. So
yeah,
yeah.
When Pyrrha died, that just whipped.
Yeah. Okay. You were just. What did you just say, Raven? I'm blanking completely. What did you just say for your theory?
Oh, how like. It pretty much could have been Salem who killed Summer.
Yeah.
But we just don't know because of what Crow said at the beginning of the season.
Exactly. Or she stopped her is what I'm getting out of that. Because again, you would think she would have said.
But thinking about
I think Salem has a hand in it still.
Yeah. Like what Ruby said to Salem and how Salem said those were the same words as your mother. Tells me that one of the very first wish could have been made by Summer on Jin to figure out what was happening. Because if those words were the same, then that means Summer must have saw what Jin presented.
She also didn't specify what word she said. She could
Yeah,
have
well,
just
she
said
said-
the words, "We will stop you."
She just,
To be perfectly honest.
yeah, I
Or
was
more
gonna say,
like
literally
we've-
just been that ending
we
part. It's hard
watched
to
you
say.
fail.
We've watched you fail. Yeah, it could be anything like that. That's the part where they're never really.
We're not going to get anything till next season. Knowing us, we're not going to get anything.
That's something we've talked a lot about, Brandon. And we don't have specify any specificities on that, but they'll show it happen if it needs to happen when it needs to happen. Because I have a feeling that like if you can straight up ice a Grin with Silver Eyes, that we're not going to see it till later. And there was a good specific reason that we didn't see Maria do it in her flashback, because then we would know that Ruby could do it, and they're kind of just going to hope for a moment for Ruby to do it on her own and Maria to be cheering like an idiot. We also don't know where Maria is.
Right? Like, where is my
Ooh.
girl?
Or Pietro.
Also, Watch is a jerk because he brought up Pietro's weight.
Yeah, he.
When he
But
was
he,
going
Yeah, that
off
was
about,
mean.
you picked him. I'm just like, wow, you're really playing the weight card there.
he also dug into Ironwood
Yeah.
pretty good, sounding
Yeah.
like Ironwood might have been a dick back then. Like he came up with ideas and then never credited Watts, maybe? If there's
Yeah,
some,
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's kind of how that sounded to me. That he's got a lot of personal dislike for Ironwood there.
yeah.
Yeah.
But okay. Then one of the other ones was that either there was because either Oscar knew or put together that someone was coming, or he never made it back to his room, either one or the other. And Osmond took over in that situation because he's like, no, you're going to die. And I've seen this girl before, and now Ozpin made him leave, or somehow he got lucky and then left, because there's not a whole lot of destruction in that room outside of the bots. So there wasn't a big ruckus in there.
Yeah.
Right? I was gonna say it seems a little like, what is the words I'm looking for? Subtle, I
Suspicious?
guess.
Or subtle.
Yeah.
All we know is that Oscar's missing. We know that Neo was going to the school.
Cinder is stalking Winter. Penny
Yes,
is
so they're stalking Winter, which is also happening at the school.
Mhm.
And honestly, we still need to get Nora's backstory, so it better be happening here soon.
They might not
But she-
actually do it. We're too
but
close
she
to the end of the season.
Is also at the school.
I have a feeling that Samantha Ireland got really excited and mixed up which volume that was going to happen in.
I'm kind of hoping that because I would really like it not to be this random bomb drop outside of what one of the biggest theories for the season is on who the Winter Maiden is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree. I do find it interesting that everyone is in a centralized location now.
Right?
Nothing bad can happen now.
Nothing bad can happen there. But it's like if we
Nobody
need to
watched
have,
Volume 3, right? Nothing bad ever happened.
Yeah.
No, not at all. But if people come to their senses, which they're not, they're all in the same location to fight people, which brings me to my next point, that unless Rooster Teeth has partial amnesia or Marrow decides that he's not okay with what's going on, they literally cannot put up a fight against the Aesops. Because in 2 seconds, Marrow can stop them dead flat. They're arrested, put in a cell.
Unless Marrow turns around and decides he likes Team Ruby more.
That's what I mean. I'm like, unless he changes his mind or Rooster Teeth literally forgets he has a semblance, the fight can't happen.
I have this feeling that like something's gonna happen. They're all gonna work together, and boom, end of volume.
I don't know.
They're not gonna stay locked up forever.
Well, I don't think they're like. If they get locked up, they're gonna be locked up for 2 straight episodes, and then there's gonna be nothing happening with Team Ruby for 2 straight episodes. Because again, are they gonna wait till the last 20 seconds to be like, "Stay, all right, you're going in your cell"? I have a feeling that's going to be the very first thing that happens. Either that or the maiden transformation. But it's like I've thought in my head, maybe like they tell Ruby to run because they know it's going to do it, and she like transports out, like smashes out the window. They get everyone else. Elm, until the very last second, until they mentioned the Robin thing, wasn't fully on board with James going nuts. She had a look of shock in her face. Marrow, ever since this whole operation started, hasn't been fully okay with anything. Vine has, and Harriet to the highest degree has.
And I'm kind of wondering if that's going to play in a lot of this, because like even Clover, at that whole moment of everything being said, he has this kind of like conflicting look on his face, like
he didn't know what the hell was happening.
And I know obviously the fair game shippers really don't want him and Crow to fight, but outside of that, he generally doesn't seem like the type of person who wants that kind of stuff. He does seem like, hey, I just want to help people. I took this job because I want to help people.
Yes, and
that's what Ruby is going on.
They're going to be able to figure out what his true intentions are really easily unless he decides to jump out of that chopper because they have a lie detector cramped in a room with them.
Exactly. That's probably the one thing I have no idea to think of what's going to happen there. Like I probably could come up with ideas with what's going on at school and with Crow and Robin and Clover, but I just can't figure out what's going to go in that room because it mainly bothers me if there's going to be a fight. This room is really small.
That room is barely bigger than the room I'm in now, minus the entryway.
You never know. They could go through the walls or the floor or the window.
If they go through the walls, they're going to fall like 5 stories.
You don't know what's on the other side of Ironwood's office. There's could be
fair.
His room is a circle with an entryway to the school, and it's all surrounded on the outside. We saw it.
No. It was partially. There were walls.
Yes, and the walls lead outside.
Guys, to be fair, one of the opening songs is When We Fall.
I get that. And they did. The whole school fell in Volume 3.
Yes.
Like, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Weiss can freeze them all and they'll escape from the room.
That could be.
Maybe Raven's just going to randomly pop up in the room again.
Yes. I will be there.
That would be the stupidest.
I just have issues with the idea of a fight in this room myself, outside of how they possibly can somehow get out of actually having a fight. Like maybe the Aesops are like, okay, now that Ironwood's gone, let's talk about how we're going to fix this.
Yeah, and it's like, unless one of our admins mentioned, I can't remember who, that they like are actually chasing and fighting each other through the school. Like they somehow managed to get out of that room. That would make more sense to me because they could make it back into that danger room-esque thing. Have a fight in there. They could have it in some auditorium. They could like bash through the walls of some freaking dorm rooms.
Yeah, just as long as it's not in that office, I don't care.
Yeah, that's what we're getting at. But yeah, man, there was one other really big fan theory that someone was pointing out, but I can't remember what. It's not the stupid one that someone tried to claim that Ironwood was working for Salem this entire time, because I could not have rolled my eyes harder into the back of my head if I tried. Oh, this is one thing I need to bring up. I don't know if I don't want another repeat of what happened in Volume 5. That again, that was not a space issue. That thing was the size of a small stadium, and they had a good 20 to 30 feet to each other. Because when everyone was fighting each other in each one of those scenes, you literally couldn't see each other. Not in any part of it that entire time they fought. I rewatched it today for editing purposes. That place was huge. And they had the outside. There was plenty of room. The fights just sucked.
Right?
Yeah. Like,
it's hard to fight in the dark.
Those fights were just awful. But
anyway, one thing that I got pointed out on Tumblr before I forget it. if you rewatch the opening part where all of Team Ruby and Juniper is put up on the roofs,
Yes.
and you slow it down, you literally see the black outline of the heads of the ASOP members.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw that.
And I'm like, okay, that's crap. Someone just freeze framed something, and then I went back and watched it at slower speeds, and I'm like, that is definitely Harriet's hair. I can tell that's Meryl.
Hair.
It's,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. Oh, but yeah.
Which, to be fair, we did say that eventually they might fight.
Eventually.
It seems like a possibility, but I think we just all were really enjoying how they were getting along.
I just enjoyed people not being at each other's throats when they're supposed to be fighting somebody else.
I mean, to be fair, they do have different ideals, and that's why I do also kind of think this fight might be more verbal than physical.
I'm hoping so. Man, I am hoping so, because this is one thing where they're going to put up a fight. They've got a really good set of people together, semblance and weapon-wise, to wreck some crap compared to what they had back at Beacon.
Right?
Yeah.
Just in that room. That's not including, you could see Team Funky show up in these last 2 episodes if we really wanted to. I doubt it, but we could.
I want Team Funky.
I mean, to be fair, you could justify it. They go to that school.
Like, they're in there, and then they're going to be like, and like, what? Someone also pointed this out before I forget. I was just going to say, what scrolls heard that message? That someone pointed out that it was very clever of Ironwood to supply them with new scrolls and then have a button to shut them all off instantly.
Right?
Real trustworthy guy, that guy.
I mean, it took him a while to actually do it. Oh, I should
Yeah.
have said that one edit that someone did where instead of Ruby saying what it all is, it's just Ironwood's a little bitch.
Yeah, I saw that.
Too.
That's pretty good.
I should have said that.
It's still true.
Yeah, that is very true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like how, and man, there's so much crap that's gonna happen next week. We only have 2 more episodes.
Breathe. Just breathe.
I haven't been this excited for a Ruby finale in a long time.
I have to agree. I mean, the last volume had this moments that I liked, but I wasn't really not excited about all that thing. Yes, I agree with that.
It is. But
Yes,
wow. I literally went to hide Brandon's comment, and that one popped up instantly. You could not have posted that at a better time. But yeah, guys, don't take that as I don't like Ruby finales. This one's really well set up.
No, I mean, not all Ruby finales have been strong. But every so often we have these really good ones. Like, everyone's always going to say 3 was a really strong finale.
Yeah.
But we all agree that Volume 5 was not the best.
In idea, awesome. In practice and execution,
yeah, it kind of dropped.
Like,
and Volume 4 didn't have a good one either.
I just said 4. Wait,
you said 5.
I said 5.
That was another one to me where, again, good idea, bad in practice.
I guess the main pull from that was just the Grim in that fight in Ren.
Yeah. That was a weird transitional, but they thought up a good end boss for it, and like, if they would have had a couple ads in there and some stuff like that, it would have been all right. Like, they got a lot out of that, in my opinion, and now that they have people parsing out how this stuff needs to get planned, it's doing better, so I have faith that it's going to do good.
I'm just so excited for this finale.
I wouldn't say that. I like the way that Volume 6 ended.
I didn't care too much for how much focus there was on the fight with Cordovan. I felt like that could have been wrapped up maybe a little sooner.
Yeah, that to me was a thing where they had an idea for an episode to put conflict when they didn't need it. Because, like, they could have not completely wrecked that mech and had some other things going on. Like it led to one of the coolest moments. And like on this channel, I upload crack videos. I just had to watch that montage of awesome moments that Ruby experiences up until that summer reveal. That is one of, if not the best thing Rooster Teeth has ever put together.
Yeah.
That buildup of emotion to where that goes off and Indomitable starts playing. I watched it 4 times in a row and I cried every time. It's that good. And I got to literally watch Cordovan Giga Drill break a giant Grim. I cannot not like that. I got my Gurnlog and mixed in my Ruby, so it was good. Again, that was, in my opinion, that was really cool. That was the coolest Grim they've shown, in my opinion.
I was gonna say, if you give me a really cool Grim design, that might save an episode just for me, but that's not a very good argument. I know.
It's like, we aren't gonna get that. That's how kaiju battles go.
Right?
That's how they all do. You don't get kung fu fights out of kaiju battles. It's a big thing hitting a big thing. Like,
you ever watched the original Godzilla?
Yeah, and it's like you're gonna get, if that would have been like a giant what were they called? Sifei Long, like Blake and Sun fought, then you would have got some kung fu moves or some stuff out of that. But there was stuff like that before Godzilla came out. Just saying, it's been a thing. And if you're gonna show that there's dangerous Grim, you gotta have something big if you're gonna show that Grim are dangerous outside of the ones that we got. Because eventually you're going to finally find something bigger when they actually, if the team goes to where Salem is, there's going to be some scary crap there. I got a feeling.
Yes.
What, have either of you guys played God of War, the newest one?
Nope.
A little.
Okay, so do you remember, like, you went to hell, correct?
I'm going to sit back here. I have no clue.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. Yes.
The giant bird creature in the background?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I want something that sized so bad.
So what if one of Salem's gorillas is just going to be that big now?
It was. That thing had legs the size of that Leviathan. That would be awesome. But, yeah. Anyway, back to me talking about things that have nothing to do with Volume 7. To
be fair, we talked about Ruby. Just not this volume.
Yeah, just not this volume. Man. It's cool other things that happen. I know there's cool stuff in this we didn't talk about.
Penny is with Winter going off to the Maiden. Are they actually are they gonna use the transfer pods, or are they straight up just gonna secretly kill the Maiden?
Well, then why just got that bomb drop on her?
If Penny's in that room and there's an attempted murder, there's going to be a stop at an attempted murder. I have a feeling.
Yeah,
that is something I don't think. Because
you never know,
Penny,
Ironwood could control Penny, take off certain systems and go.
I've got a feeling if he would have did that, he would have did that when he hit the switch.
You never know.
I do, because I can tell you right now, Pietro didn't get a kill switch to anyone for his daughter. I could tell you that.
I was gonna say, I can't see Pietro doing something like that to Penny, because to him, Penny's an actual person.
Watts could have had one.
Watts is dead. As much as I'm sad about it.
And again, if Watts had one, can't tell me Watts wouldn't have hit it when she was helping save the city.
Look,
I'm trying to come up.
You know what's gonna happen? Wait. You know what's gonna happen? Glasses Drugs guy's gonna come in and save the day.
No,
I was waiting for that.
No, he's not.
Waiting for the. He wasn't in the episode, so she has to make a comment.
Oh, I know. But again, going off of what this episode has shown, the only interactions outside of giving the licenses that Winter and Penny have had is where Winter was being scolded by Penny about how she not need to do literally everything that Ironwood tells her to a T, and she should not let everyone tell her exactly what she needs to do.
I was gonna say, I feel like that being said is gonna pay off. I agree with Ty on that. I really don't think anything like that's gonna happen.
when you get into that room and Winter goes, "Hey, Ironwood told me to kill her. You just chill back. Don't do anything. I know we talked about this, but you just sit right there. Hold on." Penny's
And the
gonna,
thing is, I don't even think
I
Winter
have an
could
issue.
kill someone. I mean, could Winter even kill someone just like that?
I
The
like
transfer
that.
pod.
No, but Winter could kill somebody.
Yeah, okay. To be fair, she probably would kill someone. She probably has killed someone. Don't doubt that. But I mean, I don't think she would kill this old lady just like that.
I don't want her to get killed off at all. I want her to die peacefully, just for everyone's information. Every old woman should die peacefully of her own accord, in my opinion. But
It does come.
I have a feeling that if that clicks in her head, it's going to be for 2 seconds, and then she's going to be like, "You're not doing that," and then Winter's going to go, "Okay, help me get her in the pod." And then Winter might get killed when she's in the pod.
just like the Fall Maiden, killed right in the pod.
Yeah.
But I'm also thinking about it as like now that they heard that Ironwood's is gonna be doing martial law, like maybe this will stop them being like, no, we need to move the maiden somewhere safer.
It could be.
They have Penny. Penny can fly.
Wait, no. But Ironwood said to Weiss that they're gonna start the process. Weiss got that bomb dropped on her.
Oh, I know. She got it dropped on her, but before Winter made it to the room, she heard this transmission, and her and Penny stopped dead in the hallway leading to the room.
Yes, true.
See, that's my point.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't think they're gonna necessarily try to move her at the moment.
I think they might just try and lock her down.
I was gonna say they might try to lock her down.
If anything.
Because trying to move her might be a little risky. If they can keep Cinder out of the room, though.
So I was just gonna say, I don't know how much moving they're gonna have her do.
I mean, she's in
with
a
the whole
bed.
she ain't a spring chicken. Yeah. If they just like unveil the blankets and she has like no legs, she's just. But
wow,
no. They
want to kill her.
They
off.
unveiled.
I don't want to kill her. I want her to die peacefully. You can die peacefully with no legs.
No, Ty. They're gonna pull back the blanket, and it's just gonna be a pillow. Cinder's gonna pull back the blanket. It'll be just a pillow there.
Guys. No. They're gonna pull back the blanket, and you're gonna have Ty's whole thing from. Sorry, I'm just thinking about that in a weird way.
Yes.
If any of you have seen the second Ace Ventura, they're going to be carrying her away.
Everyone in the room is just going to show up.
Yes. I love that movie.
Oh man, it's going to take one episode for everyone to just end up running into each other. That's probably what's going to happen, and none of this is going to happen.
The end of the volume.
Yeah. I mean, my biggest concern is still what's going on. What happened to Oscar? Did he get taken, or did he just run away, or is he just getting close again?
Or Ozpin is coming back. He probably was like, we need to get out of here. I don't feel that something's happening.
That was my thought earlier, that he got taken over, and then Ozpin went, "No, I'm in the driver's seat. Let's book it." And then Ozpin maybe
I have to get this lamp out of the way.
Maybe Ozpin goes to where the relic is.
I was gonna say maybe he took over Oscar so that they could go to the relic, or maybe Oscar ran to the relic.
Or
it's all Ozpin's fault.
No, I get that, but how fast can? Oh, man, the thing of the rules for those freaking. I'm trying to think of what he would do, because the rules for these freaking relics are ridiculous.
Right.
Can only do one thing at one time. There'd be a way that they could. Oh man, you can't tell me Atlas doesn't have gravity dust backups in case that happened.
Well, because that makes you wonder. Because it's like Atlas was built before Penny ever existed, or it was levitated up. So they had to use the staff at some point to create Penny, like to create the body, to create the transfer the aura, everything like that. Like,
I don't think so. I think that was Pietro's whole plan, was to do that after Atlas got put up.
I might be confusing myself.
I think you are.
I think you're confusing yourself, because this.
I think I went back to early fan theories, and I think I went back to early fan theories mentally.
But
you never know.
But I just have a feeling that if that thing gets picked off, someone somewhere had to have the idea, hey, we just literally had an attempted theft on a relic at Beacon. We have a giant 6 billion ton city up here. We probably should have an emergency plan, a bunch of balloons.
Wait, is this up now?
Yeah.
That's what came to my mind.
Yeah, bring the
Like,
balloon guy
I
out.
would really hope they had a backup plan, because that whole conversation with Oscar and Ironwood when he was showing it to Oscar, and Oscar's like, I thought it was held up with gravity dust. He's like, that's just a story we came up with. I was like, okay, but is there gravity dust somewhere? Because
You need a backup plan if the power goes out.
You got a city under you guys. I know you don't care about them, but come on.
When you had a plan devised between two of the most paranoid people on all of Remnant, that being Ozpin and James, one of them went, we should really have some gravity dust there. Well, if it does get taken and there's no gravity dust, it will fall, because they've literally said it's the only thing keeping it from falling.
So they're going to stop it.
It's not going to just grow wings and flap.
Hey,
although that would be funny.
We're going to do something like in Age of Ultron. Just have Ultron lift the city above to destroy the Earth.
There's like
you know what's going to happen?
That's what I'm assuming their gravity dust would be. Go ahead.
This is slightly me referencing another anime, but Crow can fly. He's just gonna turn into a giant city, and his wings are gonna carry the city. I don't know if anyone's gonna know what I'm referencing right now.
I don't, but my head hurts.
I agree.
So did mine when it happened in this show.
What is this?
She's gonna say the show, and I'm gonna recognize it.
What is it?
I'm like vaguely referencing it, but Darling in the Franxx, the main girl.
Never mind. I've seen it. I know what you're talking about.
Giant freaking ship. So you know what? Crow's gonna just turn into a giant freaking city and use his wings. In the
words of Gigok, a giant unicorn waifu.
That is exactly what happened in that.
Yes.
Show.
You guys want a good time? Watch Darling in the Franxx, and I believe it's either 7 or 11 minutes on Gigok's channel. It's amazing. We're gonna go to space. Why? Because I made a pinky promise.
Look, the first half of that show was good. Then it just went downhill.
Well, it tried to pull. We're gonna get back off tangent here, but go watch. And this is not just me bringing up Gurren because I want to bring up Gurren. Go and watch Gurren Lagann. Then go watch Darling in the Franxx. You will see a scary amount of plot points taken that shape that entire second half of that episode, including the enemy reveal, the ending scene, and that we just talked about. But yeah, anyway, back to Ruby. Any last thoughts?
Yeah, I want my poor farm child to be safe, and I want Clover and Crow to have a kiss.
Yes.
You shouldn't be surprised by one of those at all.
Yeah.
Also, my glasses drunk guy's gonna come in and save the day, so I'm pretty set on that. I'm not letting
Ty,
this go.
You should know us by now. This is how we think.
This is how I think.
I want them to kiss too.
No, I meant the glasses drunk crack theory.
No. I feel like he's gonna pop up when they're in jail. Like he's somehow gonna end up in jail, and he's gonna be there with them, and he's gonna get them out. Oh man,
he's gonna help Crow and Clover get married.
He's the warden. He's gonna let them out.
We are going to stop this before this goes any farther. I can be found on this YouTube channel and everywhere else at Organoid Zero. Summer, where can they find you? Non-cosplaying Summer.
I'm sorry.
Me, right? Okay.
Yes, you.
And come my fucking monkeys.
Give me a moment. Cosplay
I'm ready.
You talk.
I'm ready.
Go ahead.
I'm not ready to talk.
Summer cosplay. You'll see me in my summer cosplay, which you see right now. Yeah.
All right.
Non-cosplay summer. Go ahead.
You can find me as Ray Sketchin on Instagram and Facebook for cosplay photography and artwork, and Ray the Fanatic on Tumblr for my random fandom stuff.
Random. That's a good word for it.
Random, yeah.
To be fair, every so often it does get random. It is heavily dust, though. And I have no regrets.
And with that, we're going to say goodnight. Toodaloo! Gosh dang it.
Yes!
Oh, yeah,
yes!
there they